All right, in today's episode, I want to talk about going small. And oh, by the way, my intro. Hey guys, this is Ozzy Lopez. And in today's episode, I want to talk about going small. Sorry, I'm still recovering from the cold. Okay. I need some Vicks Vapor Rub or something. Anyways, what does that mean? I'm gonna talk to you guys today about how I was able to lose 15 pounds in the last 4 months. 15 pounds in the last 4 months, and how I've been able to build a $7 million business in the real estate industry by literally doing this thing that we call lining up the dominoes. Now, I'm not gonna. This is not like in Bible study, right? This is not like a the book. It's not like a book studies where I'm gonna read to you or explain the models too much. I'm gonna overview. I'm gonna give you kind of the umbrella, the picture of what I'm talking about, what the book says, the one thing. But then I'm gonna tell you how I applied it to my life because that's how I learned. I like to know, how did you apply it to your life? What was the when you did it, what was the cause and effect around it? That's how I learned. That's why I don't like going to classes where they're like, they have a curriculum and they're just reading off of a book. I'm like, I could have read that at home. Like, I want to know how to apply this, how to inject this material into my life, and that's what I want to talk about that today. So, if if you guys want to learn about the models and the actual material, read the one thing. Now, then come and watch this video, and we're gonna talk about how I applied that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about lining up the dynamite. I was about to line up the dynamite. It's almost that similar in effect, but no, we're gonna be talking about lining up the dominoes. So what it's saying is that when you have a little 2-inch domino, um, it can knock out. It can when you tip that over, it knocks a domino like 1.5 times bigger in size and girth, right? Right, Drew? In girth, it keeps uh that domino keeps going, and if that same type of size keeps increasing, let's see, if the first domino is 2 inches tall, by the 18th domino, it's going to be as big as the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I know it's not pizza, but I'm hungry. And by the 23rd domino, it's as big as the Eiffel Tower. And by the 31st, it's as big as Mount Everest. So basically, one little domino has enough power to knock down the next domino, which is 1.5 times, I think. Don't fact check me on the math. And I don't remember the exact material, but I'm just going off of what I remember. And this is how I plugged it. I said, how does that relate to what I'm trying to accomplish? Like, I'm trying to lose weight here and get healthier. I'm not trying to play dominoes, right? So this is how I did it. I sat down in my chair and I said, okay, if I want to lose weight, I wanna shed some of this fat off. How do I do it? So this is the first thing that I did, you guys. I grabbed a piece of paper and then I started brain dumping. Yes, that's an actual word. I started brain dumping everything that I could do. Okay, so if you guys want to do this with me, go ahead. I'm gonna tell you when to pause the video. Grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. I prefer pen over pencil, and I'll tell you why a little later. Grab a pen. Make sure you're in an area where you won't be disturbed, because this is kind of think, reflect, brainstorm. We're gonna brain dump, okay? You're gonna think of the one question, which is, sorry guys for I'm recovering from my cold. I want to lose 15. Put your goal. Put your goal at the very top of the paper and say, for me to accomplish this, what could I do? And the key word is could, okay? Put your goal and then put what could you do. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, everything that you think about, do not judge it. Not yet. Guys, it's going to be really hard. Trust me. You're going to have to catch yourself judging it. And you're going to have to say, stop it. And then once you stop judging it, you're going to write it down. So try to write it down as fast as possible so that you don't actually get even a second to judge it. All right. So this is what you're gonna do. If I want to lose 15 pounds in the next 4 months, what could I do? And then you're gonna, so now press pause. Do this for, wait, not yet. Do this for, I think 10 minutes. 10 minutes is good. It's gonna feel short for the first minute or two because a lot of ideas are gonna come, a lot of ideas. But then for the last like 6, 7 minutes, for the final like stretch, it's gonna feel long because you're like, what else? What else? Just sit there, relax. If it takes you 2 whole minutes to think of the next thing, that's okay. Just write it down. Do not judge it, okay? Just write it down. 10 minutes, set a timer, and go. Press pause and do this. I'm gonna do this right now. So if you want to see how it works, I'm gonna do. Why does this keep making this noise? It keeps bothering me with my ADD. This is how it's. What can I do? What if I want to lose 15 pounds in what was it? If I want to lose 15 pounds in 4 days, 4 months, what could I do? So I could buy. I'm writing it down. Workout gear. I could buy a duffel bag. I could get a duffel bag ready, meaning put everything in there. I could sign up for the gym. That's closest. So I'm gonna put that. That's closest. Boom. I could get a coach, right? One of those physical trainers. Physical trainers. I could notice I'm not judging it, right? I like there's a lot of things that I could do right now. Oh, that's gonna be too expensive. I which gym should I go to? Which one has cheaper ones? Maybe I could go to the further one, because they have a better deal. But if it's too far, maybe I won't go. Maybe I need to pay more for the gym that's closer. Don't judge it. Just write it down. Um, I could go for a run every morning for 10 minutes around the block. I could go on YouTube and look up yoga videos. Yes, I like yoga. Don't judge me. I do have P90X from years ago. I could pull that out, P90X, and do one video a day. And I could keep going. I could buy new Asics running shoes or cross trainers or whatever they're called, Asics workout shoes. I could buy equipment like a stairmaster or something. Okay, so I already have, I don't know, like 10 of them, and I could keep going, right? That was only a few minutes. But I want you to literally do this exercise for a full 10. No interruptions, just do it, you guys. Here's the next step. Now we're gonna judge it because this is where you can be critical and you can say, okay, look, out of all of these things, which one's gonna get me? This is where you need some self-awareness too. This is key. So I'm gonna say this really slow. This is where you need some self-awareness, okay? Because what might work for me might not work for you, and what might work for you might not work for me. So, sorry. This is what I mean by you're going to need some self-awareness. You're going to have to literally ask yourself, which one of these will work for me the most, right? Ask yourself that. You have to be really, really aware. For some people, the joy of buying Asics shoes might be enough motivation to launch them into the action. Okay. For some people, signing up for the gym might not be enough because they need accountability. So for some people, it's going to be hire the physical trainer. But then for some people, they don't have the budget, right? So it might be, I didn't write this one down. Now I want to write it down. Get partner up with a friend, look through your friends on Facebook, see who's already working out, and say, hey, when do you go to the gym? It's okay if I join you. Like we don't even have to do this. I just want to be there at the same time you're there. Whatever it might be. So for that, it might be like an accountability friend instead of an actual professional physical trainer. That might work for you. I tried that for a little bit, by the way, and our schedules didn't align, so that didn't work for me. Uh, so that's what I mean by you're gonna have to be very, very self-aware and see what works for you. Let me tell you what worked for me. Before I tell you what worked for me, let me finish doing this exercise. So what you're gonna do is you're going to highlight, or if you don't have a highlighter, just grab your pen, circle the 5 best ideas. Okay, so for me, it's going to be uh, hiring a physical trainer always works for me. If I have the budget, I do the work because knowing that somebody's waiting for me there, that I spent the money, that pressure, it always works for me. So that's one of them. YouTube yoga doesn't work for me. I 99% of the time I always put that off. P90X doesn't work for me because that workout is so intense that I'm like, I don't want to do it. So nope. Um, run every Run for 10 minutes every day around the block. That one sometimes works for me. Sign up for the gym, get ready. So one thing that does work for me, you guys, is get the workout gear. I put that was like one of my third ones. Get the workout gear and the duffel bag ready the night before. So I'm gonna circle that one. Prep the gym towel, prep the sandals, prep my headband, my sweat towels, all of that, prep everything, put it by the door. That really works for me, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So I have three circled. I could say go all the way up to 5 if you have a lot of good ideas, but 3 to 5 would be great. I'm gonna stick with 3 right now. Now, out of these 3 for me, which ones are going to work even more? Out of the 3, now I'm judging the 3, okay? I can get the gym bag ready the night before. I can hire a physical trainer or I can run for 10 minutes around the block. Now I'm judging those 3. The physical trainer is going to cost me quite a bit of money, so I'm going to X that one out just because it's not in my, uh, I'm not able to do that right now just yet because I haven't allocated the funds. So now it's between get the gym bag ready and run every 10 minutes. Run every 10, run every day for 10 minutes. Out of those 2, which ones worked for me most? Honestly, it's get the gym bag ready because if I don't have the gym bag ready and I'm not wearing what I'm supposed to be wearing, I will make the excuse that, oh, I don't have any running clothes and I don't want to run in jeans. So, I got self-awareness, you guys. Um, so for that, I'm gonna X out run every day for 10 minutes just because I know that that's not my I'm looking for my first domino, right? The one thing that I could do to make everything else easier or unnecessary. So for me, I'm gonna put, and this is the one that won, is to get the gym bag ready the night before. Now I'm not gonna stop there, you guys. There's still dominoes before that, okay? And what I mean by that is what's going to prevent me from failing at from that domino? Well, if I have a hectic night the night before, I might forget to get my gym bag ready. So the domino before get the gym bag ready is to calendar it on my calendar so that my cell phone dings me or set an alarm, right? So either calendar it or set an alarm. So before this is done, the thing before it, the domino prior is set an alarm to get that done. Okay. So I'm gonna need an alarm. So that's the domino. Sorry, you guys. Can't wait till this cold gets done. Okay. Now I'm gonna set an alarm. It's gonna then prompt me to get the gym bag ready. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes, and it'll be done. It's gonna be right there by the door. But then what I'm gonna need after that is I'm gonna need to know when to work out the actual next day, right? Because I can have the gym bag ready there, all beautiful, all lined up. But what if I don't do it the next day? So I got to set up the next domino as well. It's not just about the first domino or the one that's like the main one it's about all of them, to be honest with you. What are we going to do from the very, very first 1 inch domino to the next one, to the next one, to the next one? We're going to line those up because then the later ones, the later that big, big, big domino, which is I lost 15 pounds, just just falls. My my son just woke up. Okay, so I already got a couple dominoes. My next domino is to actually calendar or time block the actual time that I will be doing the workout. So now I have that, and for me, it's gonna be at 8 a.m. I'm gonna say that before I head to my real estate office at 9 a.m., I have to put in a 30-minute workout. So I'm gonna do 8 a.m., 30-minute workout, and then from 8:30 to 9, I'll commute to the real estate office. So notice how I'm getting really specific there. That's what I want you guys to do. Now I have my dominoes. The night before, for 10 minutes, set an alarm. It's going to get my gym bag ready because it's going to prompt me to do so. Then in the morning, I'm going to grab the gym bag right at like at 8. I'm going to go to the gym, do my workout. At 8:30, I'm going to walk out of the gym. And I'm gonna head to the office. So now I've set up a couple of anchors. Right now, I know I cannot go to my real estate office until I do my workout. So if I don't do my workout at 8, that's gonna make me late for the office, and that's something I don't want because then it pushes. Then everything else falls apart at my real estate office. So it has to be at 8 or before. So I'm setting up those dominoes, and I'm gonna give you guys a couple of little extra pro tips around this. Make it super realistic. When I first did this, I said I'm gonna do it for an hour, and then my habit, the actual actions of me working out daily, lasted for like 2 or 3 days, and then I stopped going to the gym just because an hour was so much. My body was way too tired. I wasn't even in the condition to do this type of workout. So I said, you know what? I crashed and burned there. And then I went like 7 days without going to the gym. I said, I need to keep this into a string, a dominoes that keeps falling over. How do I do that? Okay. So when I get there at 8 a.m., I'm literally only going to work out for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes. Guys, how many like days in a row can I work out for 10 minutes? A lot, right? Because it's so sustainable. That's what you guys want to look for when you're lining up your dominoes. You want to look for sustainability. What's something that if you do it, it's going to be able to be sustained enough so that you're now programming yourself to make it into a habit. So this is what I did from August to September. I would go to the gym and I would only work out for 10 minutes. They would be a good workout. Like I would be on the Stairmaster. But right when I saw 9 minutes and 50 seconds into the treadmill or into the Stairmaster, I was like, done. And then like a month in, I felt like those 10 minutes were easy, right? Like I've developed enough conditioning for those 10 minutes to be good that I said, now it's going to be 15 minutes. Then a week or two, it was 20 minutes. Then a week or two, it was 30 minutes. Then a week or two, it was 40 minutes. And then I kept increasing the speed and the level of intensity. And now I'm doing a pretty good workout for 40 minutes at a high intensity level. But I want you guys to first start small. Do not feel ashamed. Do not feel bad for starting at a very small scale. I rather you guys have a small win with whatever you do. Okay. Now, I'm using a lot of my personal example here with weight loss and building a habit that's sustainable, and how I lined up my dominoes. But you could literally do this with anything. Okay. If you want to build a, better spiritual life, what could you do every single day that's very small and very sustainable for you to build a more, do you need to read the Bible just one page a day, one line a day? Do you need to log into YouTube and listen to 5 minutes of Joel Osteen? Right, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. um do you need a accountability partner, somebody who you could do Bible studies over Zoom, over Skype, and talk about uh spirituality for 10 minutes? Whatever you can do, 1 minute, 5 minutes. Do you need to meditate for 2 minutes? There's an app for that, calm.com, CALM.com. .com. But make it so small, make it so sustainable, and make it very specific. Just like you saw me saying, at this time my alarm's gonna go off. It will prompt me for 10 minutes to do this. I will grab this bag, not my backpack, right? Not my laundry bag, my duffel bag. Like that's how specific I want you guys to make it. So if it's for spirituality, I'm gonna open this app at this time and I'm gonna read this, right? Whatever it is, specifics will definitely help you. Because when you have to think about it, you're gonna say, I'll do that tomorrow. And that's not what we want. Okay, that's not what we want. Um, okay, where was I? I lost my train of thought there. Okay, so spirituality, that's an example. Let's say your key relationships. If you want to build a stronger relationship with your significant other or your mom, your dad, your grandma, etc., what could you do? What's something so small? Maybe it's giving a compliment a day, if that's small enough, right? Maybe it's sending them a handwritten note. Maybe it's calling them and for 2 whole minutes and saying, "How's your day?" Make something so small that you can do it every single day and it's sustainable. It's gonna build a habit. Um, Later, the bigger dominoes will fall, and we'll talk about that as we move on through our series. What else did we need to talk about? As far as lining up the dominoes, it's got to be sustainable. It's got to be specific. Read the book, um, and and it's got to be, you got to have your environment be able to support your goals, right? Notice how everything about my weight loss, I knew where I needed to go. I wasn't going to work out at home because I would be too distracted. Your environment has to support your goals. So I needed to tell my wife, hey wife, I'm going to leave the house a little bit earlier because I'm gonna go to the gym at 8. So your environment, I keep saying this because it's so important, your environment has to support your goals. So as you're lining up these dominoes, make sure that everything is specific, it supports it, it's sustainable, and then there's metrics. Alarms goes off. I can't go to the office before this time. I gotta do this before that. Attach it to something, okay? I gotta do this in order to do that. It really helps give that this new habit stickiness. All right, so this video, this 22, 23, 24 minute video is long enough for you guys to really, if especially if you read this part of the book on the one thing, for you guys to start with something so minute, so small that you guys can say, I'm gonna start doing this every day. I want you guys to write something down there in the comments and tell me what's one thing that you're gonna do so small that it's going to help you build a habit to get you to where you want. If you need help around this, ask the question down there, and I'll chime in and see how I can provide a little bit of clarity if you need it. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Let's keep doing this and talk to you soon. Bye.